Greetings and welcome, everyone. Blessings to each of you, wherever you are at, locally, globally, internationally. As always, I'd like to welcome you to Aisha Speaks Jade podcast, where I am your hostess as well as your podcast creator. Aisha, also lovingly known as Jade. We always remember to put that RESPECT. Okay, so I hope that, you've had an enjoyable day today. I hope that it continues. And for some reason, if the day has just been a little funky for you, you've had some challenges, I hope that it gets better. I hope that you're able to catch it, check it, and change it because you can. It may not be that easy, nor will it happen overnight. But it gets better because you have to put your belief or your faith into action. So with that being said, once again, welcome to Aisha Speaks Jade podcast. Today the topic is simple habits that automatically make you more interesting. Okay? Simple habits that automatically make you more interesting. So what we want to do is absorb the culture however you can. And how I see it is that a lot of times we are fearful, afraid, or, don't want to step out of our comfort zone or our box or whatever. But I believe for 2020, this should be the year that we should challenge that and step out of our box with doing something a little bit different. You don't have to take on a whole lot of things if that's too much for you, but you can take on one thing and step out of your box. What's the worst that can happen? You'll either enjoy it and may want to do it again, or may want to try something else with that, or you may not want to do anything at all. It wasn't your twist, and still go to something else. So absorb that culture however you can. So the first would be do all of the obvious things that people are going to suggest and that you could probably figure out yourself. So the chief among these is, of course, more reading. Whether it's actually picking up a book and reading it, or you can be on your Kindle or phone and do the audio thing. But do more reading. Read all the time, even when you are waiting in the line, or if the bathroom is a private space for you, because a lot of times I'll be like, the bathroom was my sacred space. Like, I didn't go in there to do anything, just that was the room, but that didn't last too long. Like when my kids were younger, to be honest, like they would come in there and I'm like, wow, like, can mom have some peace? Can I have a place to call my own just for a few moments? So find, even if it's not the bathroom, find that place. And if it's not in your house, if it's allowable, go like to a bookstore or go to the library and just find that table, pick up a book or bring one and just sit there just for a little bit and let your mind just flow and, just de-stress. So yes, read as often as you can, okay? Because that keeps the brain stimulated. Or listen to an audio. It keeps the brain stimulated. Don't forget reference books. Encyclopedias. Nowadays, you can do much better with a Wikipedia. But still, you may have some people that's into encyclopedias. There's nothing wrong with that. Read the articles you like. Look at the pictures. Try to understand the tables. Go on Wikipedia adventures, clicking from one thing to the next and try to figure out how you started and ended. You may start with one thing, but you may end up with something else. Do scavenger hunts. I didn't even know at my job that they were doing like a scavenger hunt. So I have to definitely inquire about that, because for myself, right, I can only speak for me. Since getting older with having kids, and I believe that I've always been like this, but I've just kind of been really low key. But since being in my adulthood, I'm a very diverse person by nature. Pisces, we are a lot of times, well, this Pisces is we're very inquisitive, right? That could be a good or negative thing, but I try to keep it on the positive. But again, when there's negative things, you just hope that you don't repeat that. But those positive things, like I love a variety of different things to do. And all I can say is, for me, either I like adventure. I used to like camping. I like nature. I've never hiked, but I might be open for that. Just a plethora of things. Excuse me if I said that wrong. But yeah, get into the reading, the encyclopedia, the dictionary. Like that might sound a little, corny to some, but hey, maybe for someone else, it could be quite interesting. So again, don't forget reference books. Try to unlock fine art. Like I'm not an artist at all. And to be quite honest, when I had to take art in school, I really think that they felt sorry for me and was just like, let me just give her an A because poor baby. She just don't know what she's doing. I was a stick person. My birds, I drew the letter M and that was my birds. And my home was the square and the triangle for the roof. And I had a little like thing for like a fire, like a what is it? Like I can't think of it right now. But like I could not draw. But if you would give me a coloring book when I was young, like a little young buck, I would love to color. Color is a form of therapy. They say color therapy, music therapy, or art therapy. Like it's very therapeutic, whether you're a child or an adult. Like it's very therapeutic. I mean, I love music anyway, all different types of music and coloring and things of that nature. So they have like those sip and paint type of events that go on, or you can go somewhere where they have that. What else? They have a lot of different things that you can do. And I really appreciate people who can draw. I like different art. There's a lot that I don't understand, but I appreciate it. And then I like all different forms of art. Doesn't mean just art that you draw. Art can be poetry, spoken word. It could be music. It could be anything, right? So that's me. So unlock the art in you. Even if you're a supporter, even if you're a person who supports art, right? So try really hard to read poems and figure out what they mean or what the author was talking about, right? I like going to book things where authors speak. Pick out one picture in a museum and stare at it for an hour. That's the recommendation, stare at it for an hour. This will feel like an exercise in futility at first, but it will get easier over time, and you will be amazed at how enlightening it could be. Like I know here in Atlanta, they would have the arts walk where you can go to different libraries or galleries or functions, and they would have all different types of art and music and just all kinds of things. And wherever I have lived, to be quite honest, I've always tapped into the art. So maybe I can bring it out of me. I don't know what that would be, but perhaps I could bring it out of me. So yeah, tap into that art world. Next is spend more time in coffee shops. Coffee shops is just not about going in there getting coffee. For those that don't like to drink coffee, they have teas. Okay, like Starbucks, or you can go to other coffee shops or cafes and things of that nature, and you can just spend 1 or 2 hours in there. Just you just never know, because people go to coffee shops or cafes and you wind up like meeting someone you have no idea who the hell it is, and you just you it's like a hit and miss. But if it's a good hit, you'll like meet somebody. Or coffee and or cafe places have social events, meet and greets. So again, spend more time in coffee shops and or cafes or any other social creative space. Listen to the conversations around you. Even if you think people are morons, right? Even if you think that is silly for what they are talking about, just listen. Try to determine if you agree or disagree and why. If you feel compelled, butt into a conversation and see what happens. If you really are feeling like straightforward with if you feel like you're straightforward in some things, just kind of ease your way into a conversation, like a big open conversation. If not, that's all good too. Just kind of step out of your comfort zone. That's the overall gist of this whole thing. Step out of your comfort zone. Watch more documentaries. I love documentaries. They're very informative and educational, right? And you can watch them on YouTube. You can watch them on Netflix and Hulu, or libraries have events where they have documentaries, and then they have the Q&A after that. So documentaries zero in on a small slice of life and pull it apart for nearly 2 hours. The specific illuminates the whole. This is the key to increasing intellect. Try to see the connections to how small microcosms represent larger working systems. This is how you better acquaint yourself with metaphor, which metaphor is the great tool of the human mind. And it's what separates us from the beast. So yes, documentaries are very interesting. There's plenty of spaces out here that you can go to, like co-working spaces and WeWorks, and it's just a lot of different things. Trying to stay on topic, but definitely the documentaries, check it out. Again, YouTube, Netflix, Hulu. You can go into other spaces and see movies. Like, I haven't been the ambassador that I should have been for the libraries here in Atlanta for the past couple of years like that. I used to be diligent in going to the library, and they would have live events or documentaries, and afterwards the Q&A and things of that nature. And I want to get back into that time allowing, because it's just really informative. Next is spend less time trying to absorb the noise and pay attention to the specific signals that interest you. So there's a lot of BS information that is thrown at you every day, right? Trying to watch my mouth. And I don't hesitate to say, ignore most of it. Pop culture deadens the senses and fills up important storage space in your brain. If you must take it in, do so with a critical and suspicious eye. So, if you're not sure, watch Carpenters. They live. And lastly, find the others. Just kind of to quickly backtrack. Carpenters, they live. So that's something that I need to see if that's on Netflix or Hulu or YouTube. It's called Carpenters. They Live. And again, lastly, find the others. Find other smart people, or definitely those that are diverse and open-minded, and make friends or associates with them. Don't look to argue with them. Try to understand them, debate respectfully, and learn from them, right? Because we live in a world where we're going to disagree to agree. And you can have a debate respectfully. You really don't have to get all out of control, right? We do our best not to get out of control. I know sometimes it happens, let's be honest. But you want to have a healthy debate. You're going to agree to disagree. You're going to listen to them. They're going to listen to you. And at the end of the day, hopefully you can learn from, you can learn from each other, right? So here's a question I want to ask before I wrap it up. Can you do it? Out of the things that I spoke about, can you do it? Leave me a message. Let me know. I know I can. I'm going to be the first. I can definitely do it. I have no problem with being open-minded with things. What I need to do is challenge myself, not overwhelm myself, but challenge myself some to go back out and do some things that I love to do or like to do. And, of course, challenge myself to do some things that I haven't done. I haven't done everything. But I definitely want to keep an open mind to try some things that I have not done before. So again, my question to you guys is, can you do it? Can you step out of your comfort zone? So thanks, guys. For those that may have listened, thank you very much. For those that need to listen to the replay, I thank you in advance. If you have not already, please join my social media platform. I am on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I have a YouTube channel. And you can find me at Aisha Speaks Jade. Again, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I have a YouTube channel. You can find me at all of them, Aisha Speaks Jade. When you go to my YouTube channel, make sure to hit the thumbnail as well as the notification bell to keep yourself in the know of what's going on with me. Also, if you are on LinkedIn, you can find me at Aisha Jade Speaks. Aisha Jade Speaks. I'm on LinkedIn. So always remember, have that self-care toolbox. Love and respect yourself starting on the inside. Know your worth and your value, because for 2020, do not settle for less. Create your greatness and your happiness. And again, know your worth and your value. And know also that challenges are going to happen. And when they do, catch it, check it, and change it. Is it always easy? No, it is not. Can it be achieved? Yes, it can. Put your faith or your belief into action and never give up hope. Have an enjoyable evening. Have a better tomorrow. And be blessed.